Chairman, delegates, and fellow citizens, I will be honored to accept your nomination for Vice President of the United States. Nominee for president to serve and defend America, and I accept the challenge of a tough fight in this election against confident opponents at a crucial hour for our country. And I accept the privilege of serving with a man who has come through much harder missions and met far graver challenges and knows how tough fights are won. The next President of the United States, John S. McCain. The pollsters and the pundits, they overlooked just one thing when they wrote him off. They overlooked the caliber of the man himself, the determination and resolve and the sheer guts of Senator John McCain. Is a story all by himself. He's a lifelong commercial fisherman and a production operator in the oil fields of Alaska's North Slope, and a proud member of the United Steelworkers Union. And Todd is a world champion snow machine racer. His Yupik Eskimo ancestry, and it all makes for quite a package. And we met in high school, and 2 decades and 5 children later, he's still my guy. I was just your average hockey mom and signed up for the PTA. I love those hockey moms. You know, they say the difference between a hockey mom and a pit bull? Lipstick. Before I became governor of the great state of Alaska, I was mayor of my hometown. And since our opponents in this presidential election seem to look down on that experience, let me explain to them what the job involves. Like a community organizer, except that you have actual responsibilities. Well, I'm not a member of the permanent political establishment. Quickly these last few days that if you're not a member in good standing of the Washington elite, then some in the media consider a candidate unqualified for that reason alone. But newsflash for those reporters and commentators. I'm not going to Washington to seek their good opinion. I'm going to Washington to serve the people of this great country. We suspended the state fuel tax and championed reform to end the abuses of earmark spending by Congress. I told the Congress, thanks but no thanks on that bridge to nowhere. If our state wanted to build a bridge, we were going to build it ourselves. To confront the threat that Iran might seek to cut off nearly a fifth of the world's energy supplies, or that terrorists might strike again at the Abqaiq facility in Saudi Arabia, or that Venezuela might shut off its oil discoveries and its deliveries of that source. Americans, we need to produce more of our own oil and gas. And take it from a gal who knows the North Slope of Alaska, we've got lots of both. And now I've noticed a pattern with our opponent, and maybe you have too. We've all heard his dramatic speeches before devoted followers, and there is much to like and admire about our opponent. But listening to him speak, it's easy to forget that this is a man who has authored 2 memoirs, but not a single major law or even a reform, not even in the state Senate. When the cloud of rhetoric has passed, when the roar of the crowd fades away, when the stadium lights go out, and those styrofoam Greek columns are hauled back to some studio lot, when that happens, what exactly is our opponent's plan? What does he actually seek to accomplish after he's done turning back the waters and healing the planet? If character is the measure in this election, and hope the theme, and change the goal we share, then I ask you to join our cause. Join our cause and help America elect a great man as the next President of the United States. Thank you, and God bless America. Thank you.
National Convention, I can tell you, those voters were motivated. I'm getting mixed plus in my ears, guys. They were extremely motivated, and I wonder to myself, are these people going to outshine the Republicans next week? How could the Republicans possibly match the energy I'm feeling on this floor of the DNC? Well, they did. They did. They, too, are extremely enthused, and it struck me, this explains what we're seeing in the polls.
It was the moment
of her life.
It was the moment of her life, and everybody's waiting to see what she looked like and sounded like, and wow.